some settings for. Okay, so let's. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to take a picture uh, for my thumbnail first. Okay, so how am I going to do this? Maybe like this. Okay, I think I'm going to use that one. And we're going to open this. Take that out, take that out, take that out, and then open the thing. And then we're going to make this smaller to 180. Put it like over here. Okay, Chris Jericho. Oh my gosh, my head is not feeling well. This is not good. This is not good. This is not good at all. Um, maybe after this live stream, I'm going to. Oh my goodness. And my Wi-Fi is so freaking slow today. Copy, paste. Okay. My head feels kind of heavy. Okay, thumbnail is done. R2. RD. Wait, what did I name? Whatever. RD2. Okay. And change the thumbnail to this. better. Mm, there you go. What? Come on. You're kidding me, right? Oh, for fuck's sake. Let's see if let's hope that this is actually works now. Hmm. Nope. Okay, so I think this should be better. I'm wasting too much time. Save. I forgot to make it public. Shit. I can't really change it right now. Crap. Okay, so I'm just going to start talking right now, even before the live stream starts. So, welcome to another live stream. So, today there are a couple of things I want to talk about. There will be there will be an update on what happened yesterday, which was um, is going to be the drama between Chris Jericho and CM Punk, which is kind of weird if you think about it. So let's make it public. Alright, so the live stream is supposed to be public right now, so let's see if it's public. It should be public, so let's see here. Um, let's refresh the page. It's not there, which is a problem. Okay, we are now public. Okay, so let's rewind a little bit. If you are watching the replay, you can skip the next 10 minutes because the first 10 minutes was absolutely nothing. So, in this live stream, this is the second day of Ramadan, and in this live stream, it's going to be a really short live stream, and I'm really sorry about that, but I'm going to talk about two things. The first one is the continuation of yesterday's topic, which was the Lele Pons WWE offer, and then the next one is going to be the drama between CM Punk and Chris Jericho. It sounds weird, but yeah. So let's get into the first one. This one is going to be really, really short. So if you remember yesterday, we got like some media headlines talking about the claims where the Lapon said in an episode of Impulsive Podcast, which is Logan Paul's podcast, she talked about the fact that she was offered a $20 million. We still don't know what it's supposed to be, whether it's for marketing or like TV appearance or pay-per-view appearance or like an actual WWE contract. But the contract was like she was offered a 20 million contract or anything, but she rejected that contract. But then today, by a report from Sean Rossap from Fightful.com, he says that WWE have denied they offered Lele Pons $20 million as she claimed. So that's the end of it. Literally, Lele Pons lied to get views. Man, no YouTuber has ever done that. Who would have thought? Well, a lot of YouTubers have done that. So this is not a surprise, especially coming from Lele Pons. So let's get into the juicy topic of the day. Even though Ramadan, you're not supposed to talk about other people, but okay, let's talk about other people. So originally posted by Dave. So Dave says something like, "Do you know why they didn't advertise Punk versus Moxley longer, and why it had a short build? Because Punk agreed to it. Then AW got a legal letter saying he wasn't down with it and wasn't doing it, and they didn't know if he would come until Tony put his foot down. There are a lot of nice things I can say about him, and you can absolutely argue his position on Moxley was correct, but you cannot argue he willingly did what he was asked in that scenario. So this is the time when CM Punk was injured and the AW had to crown a temporary champion, and that person was none other than John Moxley. And then the time came when um uh, yeah, apa? Alright, I'm back. So where was I? So this was the moment when CM Punk was injured, so they need to get a a replacement like for the temporary champion, and that person was John Moxley. And then they realized that they had to drop the title from CM Punk. That's why you got CM Punk got a squash match by John Moxley in an episode of Dynamite. But then he won it back in a pay-per-view. But then he got into a backstage brawl with the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, and then all of them got stripped from the title. My head is not feeling well. Oh my gosh. So this is the drama that's happening technically yesterday. So CM Punk made a Instagram story, but now has been deleted. So it says, I wasn't clear to come back to wrestle yet, and plan was to wrestle at the pay-per-view. I sat and listened to Moxley's Rocky 3 idea. I explained how I would never seen a Rocky movie, and I thought the idea sucked, but if the boss wanted to do it, whatever. He said that he wouldn't lose to me. I would never experience someone refusing to lose to me. I just laughed. I asked Tony if this was what he wanted. He said yes, he's the boss, so I said okay, but I need to be cleared first. They kept saying it could just be a squash, so I didn't need to be clear. I scoffed at that. My health is more important. Dave Meltzer is a liar. Jericho is a liar and a stooge. There were plans, but plans always change. But I'll never put a company above my health ever again. So the claims at the start of the live stream came from Dave Meltzer. Dave Meltzer reported the story behind how the squash match happened, and Dave Meltzer got that story from CM Punk, and this is how the beef between CM Punk and Chris Jericho started yesterday. So at the end of the day, CM Punk explains what happened when he was squashed by John Moxley for the AEW World Championship, and then he proceeds to call Dave Meltzer a liar and also Chris Jericho stooge for allegedly giving Meltzer the false information. But then Chris Jericho made an Instagram story with the gif of Broken Matt Hardy doing the delete taunt, but still, it was pretty funny, but it's still extremely petty in my opinion. So this is from PW Official again. This is the guy that I go to for multiple wrestling news. He says that Punk brought it on himself with his Instagram story, which he almost immediately deleted afterwards. By being willing to stand behind your post or don't post in the first place, it's extremely sad that these guys are having childish fights on social media and are not even putting in the effort to settle this in person. I totally agree with that take. And also, he stated that he does not want to have another brawl out to happen, especially between Chris Jericho and CM Punk. But surely sitting down in a room as a grown ass man to have a civil conversation would make more progress than taking shots at each other on Instagram. Like, he then continued that these two people are grown men in their 40s and 50s. He's seen teenagers deal with BS better. Well, I mean, I agree. I agree with him. Dave Meltzer put the comment out first, so he defended himself. Even if he deleted, he would know that um, so Dave Meltzer put the um, the information from Chris Jericho out first. So it's kind of like he's in the wrong, kind of, but I'm not really sure. And then someone also responded, Jericho is a stooge because if telling the truth exposes AW and the roster, maybe the truth should not have been hidden. I agree. In this situation, we're still not quite sure who is in the right, who is in the wrong. So I'm not going to say anything further because I'm not entirely sure about the situation as well. We'll just have to wait. If this situation is like bigger than we thought, then we will have to wait for a confirmation by Tony Khan if it's like that big of a problem. So I'm going to end this live stream here because my head is not feeling great. I don't know what happened. This is the second day of Ramadan and I don't want to get sick this soon. So thank you so much for watching. My name is Defaja and I'm signing out. Fuck.